Diversity and inclusion. It's a popular thing at the moment, however, they are two different things. And just because you have one doesn't mean you have the other. So in this video, we will consider the benefits of diversity and how we can actually include it to not only find a culture fit, but generate cultural growth. Ahoy! Bryce here from Brighter Training and welcome to our video on diversity and inclusion. You can use the timestamps in the description below if you need to come back and revisit any sections of this video. Of course, if you find these videos useful, please remember to hit like and subscribe and share your comments with us. To clarify, we recognise that it is illegal, except in a few circumstances, to discriminate based on a wide range of factors including age, sex, race, orientation and gender identity. We'll save the legislation side of things for another video. Today we want to look at what diversity and inclusion mean on a functional level, how you can do it well, what the benefits are and some things to watch out for. So diversity, what is it? It's about working with a range of different people from different backgrounds with different attributes. Why do it? The simple fact is, greater diversity offers a greater range of experience, skills and ideas. Suppose you only hire people with the same qualifications and the same backgrounds. In that case, you are more likely to be limited in your innovation and problem-solving skills. Diversity also means more awareness of your customers, society, and challenges present in the community. And it's a way of preventing you from becoming narrow-minded. For example, we published a blog about our experience in getting married. I'll put a link in the description below. In it, we raised some examples relevant to our community that we have to consider that many people would never have thought of. Things like when booking a holiday, our first stop isn't the hotels and activities, but the law, and whether the country we visit has the death penalty for same-sex couples. But these experiences have provided insights, skills and ideas to draw on in understanding different perspectives and finding solutions. A diverse range of people in your team helps you connect to the community, access new markets, and gives you access to a whole heap of different experiences and solutions to problems. So, what do you need to consider? Well, firstly, be aware of bias. The moment you find yourself focusing on what's familiar, or find yourself justifying why one of those categories of diversity won't work with your team or industry, then you probably need a second opinion. Just saying. We also tend to feel more comfortable with what's familiar. We like people who are like us, and that is the real trap when it comes to diversity. Next, we've all seen companies fly the flag every other month. So it's Trans Awareness Day, Pride Week, Black History Week, International Women's Day, National Short Persons Day, and yes, that is a thing. And companies make a post about people they hire that fit that definition. And lots of virtue signalling happens. And then, once the day has passed, there is no effort at all to truly understand the experience or value of the people. That's also a bit of a dick move. My question is, other than showing me a list of diverse people in their business, how do they leverage those differences and respect them on a regular basis? Essentially, having diversity isn't the same as being inclusive. I've worked with clients who literally have a quota for diversity. We need an X amount of Asian, white, black, gay, trans, female, and older people. If we're taking a photo, we need to ensure representation. And if we are giving awards, we need to ensure equal numbers. Just a quick tangent. There is nothing illegal with hiring or rewarding the best people. There is something wrong with not doing so because of these factors. But if you end up with a team of all women, men, Caucasians or gay people, just as an example, who are objectively the best for the role, then that's okay. Although you may want to consider bias in the selection or screening process and consider the additional benefits that diversity brings to the team beyond the core criteria. Also, sometimes there are limited numbers of minority groups in certain industries and regions, so you can't hire or reward what doesn't exist. And giving someone priority just because of their race is also discriminatory. So just be objective, be honest, and be fair. Enough said. So inclusion is about integrating the diversity into the culture and making the effort to understand their experience, journey, strengths, and challenges. It's not about walking on eggshells or treating people differently. Inclusion is, by definition, about granting equal access and opportunities for all. The best example I can think of is the concept of culture fit. It's one of the most potentially limiting and restrictive concepts out there. Culture, of course, is the ideas, customs and behaviours of a group or society, and it exists in the workplace. So think of the term culture fit. It's about introducing people who will harmonise, who work the same, who won't cause waves. The problem is, to get that, you're basically saying that you're looking for more of what you already have. It's a known concept that people like them. It's the basis of rapport. However, there is more to introducing a new employee, manager, friend or teammate than just their resume. You need to consider how you can grow your culture, how you can evolve it. Essentially, what you want is culture growth, not culture fit. Consider, if new people don't fit, then it could indicate a problem with your culture, not the new person. Perhaps they hold up a mirror to your organisation. Maybe your culture is more rigid, inflexible, narrow or intolerant, or closed-minded than you thought. You even need to be careful with the idea that we treat everyone equally, since that in and itself isn't necessarily fair. We've seen too many times that people hire for diversity and bring people into their team based on their experience and uniqueness. However, they focus on internal processes, procedures, induction and training, which essentially assimilates people into the culture. It's not inclusive if you're essentially saying, do it our way and become like us. In Star Trek, there is a species called the Borg that assimilates different races to bring them into a collective hive mind. They take diverse races and cultures and add them to the mix and make them all alike, which they call drones.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
It's very much what many organisations do. Sure, there is an acceptable standard of behaviour when it comes to how we act and treat people. That's a standard across society. I'm not proposing a free-for-all or anarchy. However, I'm saying that true inclusion is about recognising and cultivating the uniqueness that individuals bring. That means hiring people with different attributes and letting them use those attributes to make your team better. Whether it's mental health, sexuality, personality, age, ethnicity and gender. Sure, every unique strength often comes with a potential downside. Someone who is creative and flamboyant may not always colour within the lines, or someone who is an analytical genius may not always be the most social or subtle in their communication. And that's the point. You get different styles, different strengths, and a chance to learn and grow. So there's a difference between culture fit and culture growth. Culture fit will give you familiarity and comfort. Culture growth will get you someone who challenges and proposes new ideas your existing team won't think of. Culture fit will get you someone who learns the process and can be efficient. Culture growth will get you someone who can think of faster, better ways of doing things. Culture fit will get you someone who can maintain harmony. Culture growth will get you someone who introduces access to entirely new markets, demographics, and will enrich your culture. So, in summary, diversity and inclusion isn't about virtue signalling. It's not a box-ticking activity, and it's not a surface-level attribute that you can take a photo of and put on your webpage. It's about connecting with people who bring more than just the ability to do the core job. It's about supporting them to be themselves, and it's about taking the time to ask questions and to truly understand someone else's experience. Diversity is about having differences. Inclusion is about embracing and integrating them. Ultimately, diversity and inclusion are about recognizing our different experiences and attributes and understanding how they add value. So, for some great workshops and training on this or other related topics, feel free to reach out to us to discuss your needs. Our contact details can be found in the description below. Hopefully this generates some ideas and discussion, and until next time, have a wonderful day.